Basketball is an extremely complex game. So many skills need to be worked on, so many reads to make, so much unpredictability. But I developed this simple pyramid to help coaches, players, and trainers understand how to improve and what makes the best players the best. So let's break it down. Now first is movement. This is pretty simple. If you can't move efficiently in the ways that the sport asks of you, it's going to be tough to be successful. So this is what underpins everything. Now this is going to be different for everyone. The way I do a crossover will be different than you, although both may be equally effective. But the better you move, the easier the game becomes overall. So can you internally rotate at the hip and drop that shoulder? Can you get into these proper acceleration positions?
Get out.
What about accelerate in a curved pattern? Be reactive enough off the ground to pop up into the air. Drop into low positions and be strong there. What about quickly balancing for jumpers? I'll talk about this so much more in the future, but this is the basis of it, and it doesn't get enough attention. Next is skill. This is the technical aspect. Primarily what you do with the ball, not yet considering the defense though. So how comfortable are you with the ball? Can you let the ball hang effectively to change speeds and cover ground? Can you time your feet up with the ball? Make passes go where you want them to go? Knock down tough floaters? What about offhand layups? And of course, can you shoot the basketball? Maybe even more importantly, can you be exposed to a shot or situation that you've never worked on and adjust and make it work? These and many others make up the skill component of the pyramid. This is what most players and coaches train for, which is great. It's absolutely needed. But even this may not be doing much for you without the top of the pyramid, and that's decision making. Now this is where everything comes together. Movement and skill aren't anything without the ability to apply them in game, at game speeds and intensities against real defenders, which is why this is at the top. So elite athletes in really any sport are better at recognizing patterns and subconsciously reacting to the opponent. This definitely holds true in basketball. None of these players are consciously thinking about what move to make. They don't have the time to do that. Instead, it's more of a reflex. They're to the point where that decision making comes naturally, something that I truly believe separates the best from the rest. So how is this developed? What are the best ways to up our decision making capabilities? Playing against real defense, and doing it over and over again. It's honestly impossible to do without defense, which sucks for many who don't have people to easily train or play with, but that's just the way it is. Yes, watching film and understanding the patterns on the court is huge and can undoubtedly help. But there's really no replacement for developing instincts and implicitly picking up all the patterns that the game offers. So in my training, I use a ton of small-sided games, one-on-one. Putting players in position to make reads that they'll see a lot, and then letting them figure it out. Actually playing basketball. I love 5-on-5 too because it's the only way to recreate the real game, but we only have the ball in our hand about a tenth of the game. So we have to rethink a lot of the ways that we train. Get players outside of the box that they're put in, let them be creative and figure stuff out on their own. Try new stuff, and most importantly, build instincts. Now lastly, psychology. I'll talk about this much more in the future, but for now I'll keep it simple. Without the confidence, grit, mental toughness, and ability to turn off our conscious brains, none of this is really possible. So psychology surrounds everything. You hear coaches say stuff all the time like basketball is 80% mental, 20% physical. Now I used to think this was bullshit, but not anymore. It's absolutely unavoidable. So let me know what you think in the comments. Which one do you need to work on the most? Again, I'm going to expand on this a lot more, so make sure to follow me on Instagram at ByAnyMeansBasketball. Hope you guys enjoyed.